too. Nice work, Chamasser. Led by an American officer, the Japanese surrender delegates are seen after landing at Manila. Their chief, Lieutenant General Kawabe, advances to meet the American Colonel Mashbeer, who just avoided falling in with the Japs' idea of shaking hands. Then Kawabe met Major General Willoughby, MacArthur's chief of intelligence, and without wasting any time, they all got down to facts. In other words, unconditional surrender by Japan, arrangements for the signing in the Missouri, and the plan for the occupation of Japan. Lieutenant General Sutherland, second from the right, was representing MacArthur, and when Kawabe and the other delegates were brought in, he told them all about it. Airborne troops would be landing near Tokyo, and the Anglo-American fleet would steam into Tokyo Bay and land troops. Those were facts the Japs had to swallow. And this was the scene of surrender at Rangoon, where the airfield had been crowded from an early hour on Sunday the 26th of August. There was delay, and Lieutenant General Stopford, commanding the 12th Army, and other senior officers sat down to wait for the Japs. Eventually, about 3 hours late, the white Japanese planes arrived. Chief of the surrender envoys was Lieutenant General Numata, Chief of Staff to Field Marshal Count Terauchi, and with him were Rear Admiral Chudo and Colonel Tamura, all suffering heavily from loss of face, though trying hard to conceal the fact. Numata was received by Major General Symes, commanding the South Burma district, formerly Deputy Chief of the Chindits under Wingate. And here are members of the Japanese air crews, some of the survivors of a broken air force. The Japs were then removed in a vehicle looking rather like a prison van. They were being taken to the place where they were to sign, namely Government House, Rangoon. Although these Japs of the Southern Army had been beaten back from India and right through Burma, though their empire was smashed and unconditional surrender accepted, Numata stumped in with a swagger. Obviously, Japan has not learnt its lesson. That is yet to come during the years of occupation. But now, the signing of surrender in Rangoon. Following the Japs came the Allied representatives, British, Australian, American, Dutch, Chinese, and French, mostly senior officers of various services, and a real kick they got out of the proceedings. Mountbatten's Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Browning, formerly Britain's airborne chief, was in command. When he had taken his place, he wasted no time in telling the Japs to get on with the job in hand.
His Excellency, the Field Marshal, Count Terauchi, has been empowered to sign certain preliminary arrangements before the Tokyo terms of surrender are signed, which will be placed before the Chief of Staff and signed by him and myself.
And that's how Japanese surrender in Rangoon was signed, sealed, and delivered.